So how does a coin dealer buy coins from someone who walks into the coin shop and they bought those coins from Whatnot? I did a video showing this. This person spent thousands of dollars on Whatnot, and I showed how much I offered, and I showed some of the coins. Well, there's some things that I did not include in that video, and I want to talk about. I want to go in a little more transparency and a little more in depth in how you pay for things that someone's probably overpaid for. How, as a dealer, do you stay honest and transparent and completely upfront? Well, let's take a look. I want to talk about this. My name is Daniel, and you are watching Coin Help You. Thanks for watching my latest video. Let's dive into this. So right here is the bulk of the coins that he brought in, modern stuff. The best coin was this gold eagle right here. But as you can see, you've got different labels, different countries, different designs, different years, although some of them are similar or pretty close. Like you got the 2025 Maple, 2024. Some of them are not worth the same price. You've got a proof here. Then of course you had some Morgans, and some of the holders here, and those are easy to price. When someone walks in the coin shop, though, they don't just bring 20 of these or 10 of these or 50 of these. They'll bring 50, but it'll be all, or 20, and they'll be all of these, all different. So then as a dealer, you have to know what to pay. So I do eBay search. I'll look it up, see what it's sold for. I look for the first four. I don't go down to find the cheapest. I go with the first four. I also don't go and look for the highest price. Some sellers will do that, try to bring it in the coin shop and say, I'll sell it for sale, and they look for the highest price. That's not fair to me either. But anyways, bulk of this, we had some Peace dollars ungraded and some Morgan dollars ungraded. Had a really nice 91. Might do good on that one if I send it off for grading, possibly. But you've got to know what to pay for everything, and you don't have a bunch of time up front to go through it. So you have to make decisions on the fly. Now, I'm going to take a look at these. I didn't mention the fact that these were star privies. Okay, you can see the little star down here. I'm going to show you closer. So you can see that star right beside the designer initials. These special labels, first star privy plus 8 era. It's a game. You unlock a level and you get one of these. Like I said, I don't play the game, don't much about it. Didn't do a video on it. So I don't have an opinion on it. I just know that I see labels, one of first 50,000 issued and gem circulated all the time. Now, with it being the privy star, it's worth a little bit more, but like I said, I misquoted myself in the video on what I paid for these. Because on my sheet, I actually paid $40 a piece for these. If you go over to eBay, and I did overlook the fact that they had the star privy on them. I see these labels, and it was just a label to me, and I know the star privies can be worth a little bit more. But, I just see stuff selling so much, and I know it's like a second nature that gem uncirculated on a label, it might be worth another $10, $20, but it's not going to be worth a whole lot more. And like you can look at the prices here, $40, $84, $52, $80. I don't know what best offer was accepted there. $70.40. So as you can see, I paid $40 for it, and looking at this, I feel like that was fair. So, it is what it is when it comes to that. I know some people mentioned that they're worth $100, but I just don't see it here. And then, like I said, I didn't mean to lump them all together. Same thing with this right here. This is a Gold Eagle Mint State 69. It's basically an ungraded coin. Even though it's a nice coin, the holder's a little beat up a little bit. Still yet, I paid 92% of melt for this. And the thing is, the reason to do that is I just did a video on going to the coin show and buying pre-33 gold at melt. Now, if that dealer's selling it at melt, he didn't buy it at melt. And that's pre-33. Then I go to refinery with some scrap gold last year, even before gold even hit this high. And he was telling me how people were bringing in pre-33 and some really nice stuff and just selling it to him for 98%. And he says, I can't melt it. I want to keep it. I don't want to melt it all. I'll try to resell it to other dealers who might need it. So we have one that went for $31.05. Now I did a search for 2005 and wasn't any up, and I'll show you that real fast, just for the sake of argument here. I didn't see any 2005 1 ounce, so I had to go with whichever one I could find, and it was 3105. Now if I sold this on eBay, then I'm looking at 3% PayPal because that's what I'm going to use for payments, and probably 11% if I have a store. So once I did that, I'm looking at about $36.39, which is less than what I paid for it. So I can't sell this online unless I sell it through my coin shop. That's going to cost me 3%. I'll do okay on it. I'm hoping someone will come in the front door with cash. Now that's where I'll make my money. I can give them a good deal on it. But I like I said, when it comes to modern stuff and when gold's going up 50 or down, we're in new territory with gold. So we don't know what's going to happen. You know, the world is changing, it's fast changing, and it's not going to stop changing. And that's some of the things you have to consider as a coin dealer, because you don't have time to mull it over. You know, I have just enough time really to go through on my phone and try to find these that have sold. And most people are patient enough. I've got a laptop up front. I can do that as well. I had my dad with me, so he doesn't do computers, so it's just me. So I have all these different labels to look up, all these different coins to look up, all these different countries, and then of course I had some of the other stuff to go with it. But the bulk of it was the modern stuff. And you don't want to overpay. You don't want to pay too much. So I wanted to explain that. You know, because the guy's not going to come back the next day and wait for me to come up with a better offer. You know, people don't do that very often unless they send me a box of coins to buy from them, and then I'll do that. But anyways, I enjoy being as transparent and honest as possible in my videos. I love showing people. I'm not afraid to admit what I buy things for or sell things for. I have no shame in it. I do it the right way. I'm not trying to be sly or slick and downgrade people's coins just so I can get them cheaper. I know someone going to make comment like that. I get plenty of the negative comments. But, you know, you're not in my shoes. You don't own a coin shop. You have no idea what you're talking about when you do that. You have to really dig down in and think, okay, if a guy's willing to tell you what he's selling it for, and he's willing to tell you what he paid for it, then he's willing to explain the expenses and how much he actually nets on it, where is the flaw there? If I tell you your coin's clean, I got to pay you this much for it compared to one that's not clean, where is the flaw? That's honesty. A clean coin does not sell for the same as a problem-free coin. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter. If they're the same date mint, one's Unk Details and one's Mint State 63, that Unk Detail coin is going to sell for a discount. That's just how it works. There's just no way else around it. That's the facts. But this is how you buy off people who come in the coin shop. You just, honest as you can be, explain to them, this is what I'm paying for it. You don't have to sell it to me. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. And if they accept it, then you buy it. And sometimes you don't want to buy it. There's a lot of times I don't want to buy stuff like this. I mean, it's just modern stuff, and I've turned down a lot of Silver Eagles lately because they're just not selling that well. You have to buy them cheaper, and people are not willing to come down with the prices. Prices are coming down on some things, and especially stuff that's really common, and there's a bunch of it. It's coming down, and that's all the way across the board. So I wanted to explain that and be as transparent and honest as to be transparent and honest to everybody. Explain a little bit further why I paid what I paid. Like I said, forgot to mention they were Star Privies. I paid a little bit more than $30-some. I'll explain the gold a little bit, explain the modern stuff. So I enjoyed doing these videos. Hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.